So in Ultimate Team today, EA dropped a Flashback Kante, and it's looking like, a pretty nice card. This is a flashback celebrating his outstanding performance for Leicester during the 2015-16 season. Now this is obviously one of them flashback cards which is technically a downgrade. We had a similar situation with Flashback Ronaldo last year, but it's meant to be a cheaper alternative to the one on the market. Currently, 90 rated Kante on the PlayStation is 420k on PlayStation, 350k on the Xbox. His price dropped a lot today after this card was leaked. If you need some coins to improve your Ultimate Team, look no further than IG Vault for the cheapest coins on the market, and if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now I won't lie, this guy is not cheap. He's pretty expensive. You got to submit 2 gold squads as you normally do with every SBC now, an 83, an 84, an 85, an 86, and of course an 87 as well, which we are going to submit right now. Do not copy this squad. All of these are untradeable. Do not copy it because I don't think it will be the cheapest method at all. Anyway, now the SBCs are complete, we now have a flashback N'Golo Kante coming in to the club. I'm excited to try this card because I love his non-informed this year. I actually can't remember the last time Kante had a bad card in Ultimate Team. There he is. I love this flashback card. I think it's a really cool design, and I'm looking forward to seeing Kante eventually walk out. No? Oh, there he is. Eventually he makes it. There we go. Welcome to the club, Kante. Now, I won't be opening any of the packs that I got from this Kante, just because I want to save them for tomorrow night, obviously, with Rule Breakers dropping. Anyway, this is the team we're going to use him in. We're going to play 4-2-3-1 in-game. Him and Goretzka are going to be my DMs. Okay, so before we talk about chem styles and look at the stats, let's just compare this Kante card to the original Kante, the non-informed Kante. So Flashback has better pace and dribbling, but everything else is looking better, obviously, on that 90 rated Kante. So we'll obviously have to see how things play out in game. Anyway, what chem style are we going to use on this guy? Probably Shadow, to be honest. I just like the pace boost. But maybe Anchor could be the one for this Kante, because obviously his strength isn't the best by itself, just 66. But it is Ultimate Team, and I feel like a lot of people are just going to go for that pace boost. In the comments below, let me know what would you use, Anchor or Shadow on this item. So we'll just do a quick comparison between the two, just to see where and how big of a difference the cards have between them. The differences aren't huge, but there definitely is some notable areas, and I'll discuss them more probably in the summary if I feel like they have a big impact in game. Anyway, quick overview of this Kante item. The first thing I've noticed actually is different wear rates. His non-inform has medium-high. This card has high-high, so something to note straight away right there. No traits really to discuss. In-game stats-wise, the intercept is obviously a big standout at 92. The dribbling actually looks pretty nice. Really do like the look of them reactions and that balance, and his passing stats aren't too bad either. All in all, it's Kante. Kante is always good in Ultimate Team, and I'm hoping this card continues that theme. What do we face in this next matchup? Pretty nice hybrid. Kante in pursuit, nabs it off Rafinha. Love to see that straight away in on the action, and then I go and do that. Love that. That's definitely where I aim that pass. Kante, another intercept, and almost didn't win it there, but did eventually off Hadji. Typical Kante style in FIFA. Loves doing everything in this game, and right now, I just can't keep the ball. This is some really strange gameplay, I won't lie. The passing is feeling very odd. To get any power in my passes, I've really got to power them up. Nice, Kante. Another nab. Rafinha. Going to try and get away. Kante. I mean, although he didn't win the ball there, you can see the speed on him. You can see the speed. He feels very quick and mobile. Yeah, you're going nowhere, pal. Going nowhere. Don't think so. He's so quick at closing down. Love that. I mean, you get that with normal Kante, but, it's just Kante in general. It's just a Kante thing in FIFA. Oh, Kante, big block there. My team is all over the place right now. I'm not even pulling people out of position. They're just positioned randomly, and Kante is literally the only one that's, positioned well. Kante, I see my man free up top. We have not found him with said pass. Nice block there by the Frenchman. Well, I was through there, but referee's not going to allow us to play on. At the break, we are 1-0 down, and very disappointingly so. I'm not just saying this, but if we take our chances, we win this game. We win it comfortably. We just haven't been clinical enough. Nice, Kante. Kante on Kante action. Finally, we've scored a goal. Wow, that is so deserved. It's unreal. Oh, I thought I'd bang it with Kante. I thought, you know what, the game's about to end. We may as well have a go, and unfortunately, we can't get the shot away. The game ends 1-1, but honestly, Really annoyed to have not won that game. Really, really am. Thought Kante went well though. Like defensively, he feels really, really good, and he just feels really reactive. Like, I'm not just saying this. My team felt horrible in that game, but Kante still felt very, very quick and extremely mobile, and that made him actually really fun to use, even as a defensive player. Okay, that's a good team. Features some really nice cards as well. Love to see it. Wow, nice Kante. I thought you were going to lose it there. Can we find that pass to the winger? We can. Oh, I shouldn't have passed back there. That's my fault. Kante. The path of Upamecano, who has a strike. Decent effort for a centre-back. There's Kante. Bit of space for him. Holds off his man nicely. Finds Bruno on the volley. Oh, just not enough power on it. Kante. Nice through ball for Bruno. This time straight at the keeper. Didn't want to keep the ball there. Oh, the switch pass just didn't have enough curve on it, I guess. Kante, good pick up. We'll keep the ball. Well done. Good shielding for someone that small against someone that strong. Okay, halftime in this one. We are 1-0 up at the break, but I do feel like we're one dodgy through ball away from being all square at 1-1. Nice. Kante's so quick to close down. I know he didn't get the full tackle there, but so quick to close down. Oh, I was going to say nice interception there, Kante, but unfortunately the touch would just ping the ball up in the air, but did his job. We won the ball. And there's the end of that one. Another game where I personally should have scored more goals, but I keep hitting the post. I don't know what it is. I just keep hitting the bar, the post, whatever it is. Very, very annoying. But anyway, Kante, very solid once more. He's just good. Like, that's just it. It's a good card. It's a very, very good card. Okay, so a few games out the way with this Kante. It's now time to give a verdict on him. I went with the Anchor Chem style in the end, and to be honest, he was very good with it. Like, really, really good. And I'll say straight away, it's a great card. It's a very effective item, especially for this stage of Ultimate Team, and I had a lot of fun using him. Now, we all know Kante is good in the game, so I'm going to talk more about the differences between this item and the non-inform. But first, let's do some positives to this card. Pace was brilliant. Like, he felt so quick, and I think I showed that rather well in game. He was just up and down the field all the time as well. His stamina held up very nicely, and he made plenty of intercepts, which was fantastic. Also, the strength felt much better in game than the 66 strength on his card does suggest. And once again, I feel like that was shown rather well with the in-game clips. He's just Kante in game. And what I mean by that is obviously he's got that unique Kante body type. And that just allows him, because he's quite small, just to get like under people and just make the tackles. Yeah, I know that like isn't actually factually correct, but that's what it feels like. He just has this effect where it's just very easy to nab the ball off of would-be attackers, and that's one of the reasons why Kante is just so effective in this game. So even though he doesn't quite have the stats of the non-informed defensively, he's still really, really good. I'm not going to say he's as good defensively because he's not, but he's still at a very, very high level defensively, which is obviously what you want to hear with a card like this. Dribbling actually felt alright for a CDM. I'd say actually very good for a CDM. Would I use this guy as a centre mid? No, not really. I don't think he does as good a job much further up the field than DM, so I'd keep him in that role. But dribbling did feel rather nice for, as I say, a defensive mid. He felt pretty fluid. Passing, I won't lie, that was a bit hit and miss with his card. Not quite as good as I hoped it would be, and I think you saw that in the footage. Short passing was alright, but his long balls were just... they were not it. And long balls are pretty OP this year. You can normally smack them with anyone. But with Kante, it just wasn't super consistent for me personally. And then we come on to the shooting, which, yeah, it's what you see is what you get. You're not going to be taking off shots with this guy, even with a Hunter Chem style, to be honest. Like, can he score goals? Sure, if you're at close range, but his accuracy just isn't the best. But all in all, it's a good card. And I will say the high wear crits did not affect him in a negative way for me. So in comparison to the non-inform, like, this card is just a little bit faster. That's literally all it is in terms of the positives for this card. In terms of the negatives, obviously the higher rated version is better defensively. And if I was going to recommend you guys to pick up one of them, I'm going to have to unfortunately say to not do this SBC. As much as I really like this card, I do think it is very good. I would just get the tradable Kante, because then at least you can sell it at a later date, and he is dropping in price currently. I just don't think 260k or 280k on the Xbox for this card is great value for money. It's not terrible value by any means. I think if you complete this SBC, you'll definitely get a lot of game time out of him, but is he good value in the grand scheme of things when you can pick up a tradable Kante for like only like 100k more? Is probably what it's going to turn out like. I just think tradable Kante is the much better option. So that is my advice for you guys. But still, very good card, and as I say, will do a job for you, especially in these first few months of Ultimate Team. Guys, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on the item. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one.